I was discovered in Vancouver. Actually, it was kind of a funny story. I was 12 and my best friend, his mom is my agent, and I was at his house and she's like, oh, you're tall, like, are you into like modeling? Yeah, sure. And then after that, it's just pretty much signed with them. I'm super athletic. I love sports, soccer and softball, and football for sure. I get that from my dad. I love modeling and kind of crazy person. Lots of energy. I grew up listening to like classic rock. My dad like always put that on as a kid, and I always liked old music. But I mean, living in New York City, it's like you have to be listening to rap because everywhere you go is like rap.
I've been modeling 2.5 years. I'm from Japan, Tokyo. Last time in New York. New York City is busy as like Japan, very busy, but there are many cultures, many different cultures, so I'm so interested in them.
MC2 is by and far a boutique agency with 3 locations. Miami office is a much more commercial marketplace. Tel Aviv is its own individual market in its own country that has its own magazines, its own campaigns. MC2 New York is focusing on the high fashion, real management, personal management of the girls that we're launching here. When you work in an environment where you have a more boutique atmosphere, a smaller group of models, you can be more deliberate about what you want your talent to do. I'm involved myself in all aspects of the day-to-day operation. My business partner, Jean-Luc Brunel, is one of the last legendary agents in the business, and he's highly involved in the recruitment and scouting of some of the best girls that we've been launching currently. We're launching just like a whole new crop of girls right now, and the reception from the various clients and designers has just been overwhelming. One girl in particular that I wish was here today to join us for this interview is Louise, but she's actually walking in Ralph Lauren as we speak. She comes from a very good family in France. She's kind of on the forefront of things at the moment. We've had a lot of success the last few seasons with Anastasia Lagoon, BCPG campaign. She has done the Dior shows. We also have Lisa Lewis, another French girl that's departing for the shows in Europe tomorrow. Amy has been really well received, and it was really exciting that we were able to confirm her for the Shoe Humera campaign. Katie O'Neill has been just a breakout this season. Alexandra Collins, which is another great Canadian girl that did the shows this season, and one of the highlights for her was the Carmen Mark Balvo show. We've been increasing our scouting presence as much as possible. I've been scouting myself predominantly in the last year in the United States. Jean-Luc deals with most of the international traveling, Eastern Europe, Russia, Ukraine. We have an office in Israel, so that's much closer to Europe. So the director of the Tel Aviv office does some scouting throughout Europe. New York being the pinnacle, sort of for lack of better words, the Olympics of the business. The criteria is a little bit more astringent. We definitely want tall girls. I think the ideal height for a model is 5'10". We do have open calls, so people can stop by the offices. We accept emails. We have Miami at MC2Models.com, NY at MC2Models.com. Those emails arrive on the booking table and people review them. You can tag us on Instagram. You can send it to us on Facebook. The model can just walk in the door of the agency. We're a pretty intimate agency here. It's not particularly corporate. We don't have somebody working at the front desk that is going to screen people out. I think the most important thing, if you're going to send something to an agency to be reviewed for possibly being signed by the agency, is to send very clear, just digital pictures in swimwear so we can see your figure. We've got to get some nice head and shoulder shots. I'd like to see you full length. We'd like to see your side profiles full length, both sides. We'd like to see your profile. head and shoulders profile, head and shoulders shot, both sides, hair down, hair back. You know, the more you can show us, the better it is. The shows, obviously, you know, we want girls that are a size 0 to a 2, and the higher end designers really want the girls slimmer. I don't really care how old you are. If you're 25 but you look like you're 19, I'm good with that. Starting the models young is so that they can get the experience. They can grow in confidence. They can learn how to model. And so when they are on the main stage at 18 years old to 22 years old, and they begin in the fashion world doing the shows at 18 in New York, that they know what they're doing. When you go to a photo shoot, there's a certain crew there, there's a certain amount of people on set. And I think that the models really need to be able to assess what's going on, because all those people then leave that photo shoot and they promote you. And now it's even easier. They're promoting you on Instagram, they're promoting you on Facebook, what I did today, and they have good things to say. Worked with this amazing young girl today. She was so interesting and beautiful. They tell their other people in the business that they're friends with. You don't know, they might be on a job the next day and go like, you know, we really are looking for an amazing brunette. Oh, I just worked with one the next day. So we do our job promoting the models, submitting on jobs, making introductions, having to meet photographers, designers, casting directors, ad agencies. But you know what? They can do so much for themselves.